YouTube, how we doing? YouTube play of the daytime. PPS here, ready to get after it. It's a awesome slate today. Going across the board. I mean, if you want to do NBA, you're doing NHL, whatever you're doing today. I feel like you're in a good spot. You're gonna enjoy what you're seeing. Looking at this college board, it's pretty wild. It is a long list of games. Obviously, we get to see some NBA, a lot better NBA than yesterday. I know yesterday's games were not the greatest, but hey, we got some bets today for you, and I think I'll have one lean as well for you guys too before we get out of here. So, as always, we'll get a quick recap in. Montana team total did not get there, so it moves us to 11 and 10.1 units on YouTube play of the day. And hopefully we can add on to that. I don't want to see red again. I know we this has just been a lot of runs. I feel like this is a game of basketball right now, where we start rolling and get 7 for 8, and then kind of punches back and gets us for 4 out of our next 5. So conference basketball season stuff is happening right now as well. So should be fun. These are the fun times. Obviously, you gotta change kind of a little bit the way you're looking at some of these games with different levels of motivation, teams that are actually trying to compete to do something versus just kind of out there not wanting their season to end, career to end. So we will get into our best bet here for today. As always, if you guys could follow me over on Twitter. I was able to switch my name back to Player Props, so player_props is my name. I have my picture in there as well. So if you look back, you'll be able to find that. I'll be under there, under my same account name at least. Still haven't heard anything back from Premium here. So hopefully you guys can swap over there and get ready, because obviously we got baseball coming up. We got college basketball, March Madness coming up too as well. So should be fun. And yeah, let's get right on into it. So I'm going to be rolling with the team I feel like is getting the most talk out of anyone here. That's Toledo and Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio, the last undefeated team in college basketball, which, I feel like everybody has been talking about. And I don't know, man. Their strength of schedule does suck. I do understand that, but I mean, they're still winning these games. It's hard to, fault them for winning these games, which really what's just on their list of teams that they have to play. Unfortunately, I wish they did have a little better strength of schedule, but they are winning these games, and sometimes they are closer than they probably should be with these matchups. But they do have a good offense. They have a legitimate good offense, which you can say it's because they're playing easy teams, sure, but I think ranked wise in Ken Palm, their offensive rating is 70th in the country. They're playing extremely fast, 41st in tempo. Toledo actually slower this year than usual, still a top 100 offense and a poor defense. What I like to look at a little bit here is just the matchups, first half numbers, and what we're seeing here. So I looked at first half scoring first. Obviously, when we go for a first half number, that's always got to be kind of the first thing you look at. Miami of Ohio is 6th in the country, averaging 42.6 per game in the first half. That's top 10, like I said, in the country. Toledo, not that far behind, 38.3 points per game in the first half. They have been scoring very well in the first half. I think when I look at some of these other numbers too, Toledo shoots the 3-point ball very well. It's not a huge drop-off either. They're actually shooting better on the road than they are at home, and they will be at Miami of Ohio tonight. They're shooting 37.7% from 3 on the road, which would rank them, in the top 25. Miami of Ohio, 37% from 3 on the year, top 30 in the country there. So expecting a lot of threes in this matchup. As we go forward, looking at the first game, 92 points put up in the first half. It actually slowed down in the second half. I think my biggest issue here is Toledo just really doesn't have, the depth that they usually do. Usually they have like 8 to 10 guys that they can rotate through in this conference, and they're usually a little bit better than what they have. And the first matchup they had, they rolled an 8-man team out there. Bench only scored 15 points total in a combined only 42 minutes. Starters, 39 minutes for Wilson, 34 for Blyden, 33 for Craig, and they just didn't really foul in that game. The nice part for us was Miami of Ohio did foul. We got enough free throws from Toledo to at least keep this close enough there. Miami of Ohio, 12 for 31 from 3 in that first matchup. That's pretty close to their season average in terms of percentage wise. They didn't get to the line at all, which is a little different. Only 7 for 8 from the line, which you expect to see a little bit more. But I think that this spot's going to be fun because honestly, their best players didn't really play that well in that game, right? Peter Suter is their best player, in my opinion. He had 7 points in that first matchup, 3 for 7, got in early foul trouble and really didn't get anything going. Went 7, 5, and 6. I don't expect him to drop a 7-point again. I don't expect that at all, and I don't think it's because Toledo has a good defense. I think it's just because everybody else kind of went off there. If you want to look at it, Suter right now is averaging 15 per game. Has been in double digits in every single game since that game. So just to put that in perspective. So I think Toledo comes out with a little bit of fight. I think this first half, that's why I kind of like the first half here. I think they put up a little bit of fight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Miami of Ohio fully cover the game at 8.5. But I feel like this number is a little bit low. Going over to, the Toledo side of things, like I mentioned, we got Blyden over there, who's been very good this year. Sonny Wilson's been very good this year. They got 4 guys in double figures, and their top 2 guys shoot 40% from 3. So they got 2 elite guards. I'm expecting to see some big numbers from those 2 today. Miami of Ohio doesn't have a good defense. That's the thing is I know on KenPom it does, but you look on their strength of schedule for the team's offenses that they've been playing, and they're just not, a team that's going to compete at the highest level here. The offensive rating is 266, defensive rating 321 in terms of strength of schedule, net rating at 285. Non-conference strength of schedule is 5th last in the country. So, in my opinion, I'm probably going to put a bet on Akron to win the MAC tournament. I think Akron is better than Miami of Ohio personally. But I think, Toledo should win these. Toledo should at least keep this one close long enough. They kind of get that game against Buffalo, which is their last one here. I don't think they've played them this year. I think they'll probably get that one done. And, they're only 2 games out from Kent State. So big wins coming up, hopefully, for Toledo. They're my team when they had Ryan Rollins over there. They're my boys. So looking at just averages, should be over this number if you get off their normal numbers for first half scoring. Then you go over to 3-point percentage, both teams top 50 in that category. And just good guard play. That's what I want. I don't want turnovers. I want these guys getting to the hole. I want them shooting these open looks and getting to the free throw line. So hopefully we can see Blyden and Sonny Wilson get their job done down there and cash some tickets. So I'm going to be rolling with Miami of Ohio, Toledo first half over 76.5 at -120. Also, I'll throw in a little bit. I know I got like 15 of you guys here joining me right now. If you guys can and you guys have the ability to bet props, I will be betting on Georgia's top player to score. I think it's 19.5 points. Jeremiah Wilkinson at -130, 19.5 points. I feel like it's going to be one of those games that just turns into a track meet that Bama is more than willing to oblige to do. Georgia's actually only a 1-point dog here too, which is pretty wild. I've watched a couple of their games and their defense is horrendous, but both these teams should want to run and gut a 179.5 total. So I'll be leaning over to Wilkinson's side to get a prop there and hopefully cash another ticket with you guys. So there's a little fill-in, little lean there. I will have a bet on it, but I'm only going to drop one here for the show. But if you didn't make it this long, go drop that one in. As always, if you guys could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel over on YouTube, Player Prop Savant. And my name on Twitter now, again, is player_props. Since it got hacked, I was able to switch it back. But still in stuff with premium there to get that done. So if you guys could follow me over there at player_props. That's where we'll be at. Where I'm at right now, dropping free plays and doing everything there. So appreciate all the support. We will be back tomorrow for Pass the Prop normal time, and hopefully catch some more tickets with you guys. So have a good one. Best of luck, and we will catch you guys tomorrow.